At the beginning of the drama, we see the female lead Yoon Seo getting married to the male lead Jang Min, and she explains that the person she is marrying was once her professor who did not let her graduate and even took her house away. Then in a flashback, Yoon Seo is shown at a coffee shop where the shopkeeper hands her coffee, but it slips from his hands. And at that moment, she bumps into Jang Min, whom Yoon Seo finds extremely perfect and incredibly handsome. Jang Min steps back, picks up a tissue, and Yoon Seo says thank you, thinking he's giving it to her, but instead he uses it to clean his shoes, and then asks if her order is done. Can he place his order now? Jang Min orders coffee, and when the shopkeeper does not understand, he says no problem, and decides to make it himself while making the coffee. He asks if the milk is finished, and the shopkeeper says yes, so Jang Min refuses to take the coffee, and Yoon Seo takes it instead. When she tries to pay for it, Jang Min says he will pay, and she responds that it is just one coffee and asks why he is being so dramatic. In the next scene, Yoon Seo is in class when Jang Min enters the classroom, and all the girls instantly fall for him. Jang Min tells the students that he will be teaching them statistics for the next year, and seeing him, Yoon Seo is shocked. Two girls search information about Jang Min and say that he won a mathematics Olympic gold medal and became very famous at the age of 28, and Yoon Seo overhears them. At the same time, Yoon Seo receives a message from her best friend Ga-eun, saying she heard that a new handsome teacher has come to her class and asking her to send a photo. Yoon Seo does not reply and starts drawing something instead. Jang Min notices that Yoon Seo is not paying attention in class, so he goes to her. Yoon Seo hides her drawing, but Jang Min snatches it, and the drawing turns out to be of Jang Min himself. Instead of scolding her, he starts pointing out mistakes, saying that his coat has 3 buttons, but she drew only one and that she put the watch on the wrong hand. The whole class starts laughing at Yoon Seo, but Jang Min does not stop and continues to criticize her before leaving, which turns Yoon Seo into a joke in front of the entire class. Later, her friend Ga-eul says that Professor Jang has become very famous because of his looks, and Yoon Seo explains that today he scolded her because she did not sketch his photo properly, and Ga-eul replies that she will have to take her to his next class because she also wants to learn. And Yoon Seo says that she will graduate in one day and has come to buy clothes from her for an interview, and Ga-eul says that she knows Yoon Seo never leaves her house empty-handed and goes to get clothes for her. And the next day, Yoon Seo goes to a company for an interview, where the interviewer says that she never participated in extracurricular activities in college and does not know any second language, so she is not eligible for the job, and feeling upset, Yoon Seo goes to the restroom and says that this is the 7th company that has rejected her when a lady enters with a stain on her shirt and worries because she has an important business meeting, and Yoon Seo realizes the stain cannot be removed, so she draws a line over it and completely covers it, making the lady very happy. And as Yoon Seo is leaving, another lady approaches her and informs her that she has been hired because the person she helped is the director of the company and really liked her work, which makes Yoon Seo very happy. And later, while Yoon Seo is sleeping peacefully, she suddenly receives a call from her sister Yoon Ran, who gives her a task to withdraw money from the fixed deposit their father made and deposit it in the bank. And Yoon Seo says she does not have much experience in finance, but due to her sister insisting, she decides to go to the bank the next day, where she sees Jang Min sitting there and tries to hide her face. And when the bank employee asks where she would like to invest, Yoon Seo says she did not hear properly. And at the same time, Jang Min gives her a list and suggests she can invest in these, especially in real estate, before leaving. And later, Yoon Seo meets her cousin Do Hyun, who is a real estate agent, and he shows her a house saying it is very affordable and the owner wants to sell it urgently and that she can buy it, and he will provide all the necessary papers. And when Yoon Seo asks the price, he says 6.5 million, and she replies that she does not have that amount. So Do Hyun suggests she can make a down payment now and pay the rest later, reminding her that she is about to graduate and will get a good job. And as Yoon Seo thinks about it, Do Hyun reminds her that their father wanted all of them to have their own home. And a flashback shows Yoon Seo living with her father in a rented house where the landlord often harassed them for rent. And her father used to say that one day they would have their own home. And remembering all this, Yoon Seo becomes emotional and decides to buy the house. And later, Yoon Seo best friends Ga-eul and Rin come to meet her, where Ga-eul says she has graduated, and Rin says she has also gotten a job at a hospital. And Yoon Seo tells them she has also gotten a job and is going to buy a house, and suggests that they celebrate this happiness. But her friends remind her that tomorrow is their graduation day, and Yoon Seo confidently says that she is already prepared and has set 20 alarms. Yoon Seo is asleep when she receives a call from her cousin Min Seo, who works in real estate, and tells her that many people are trying to buy this house, and if she does not make the payment immediately, it will slip out of her hands. So Yoon Seo quickly grabs her bike, leaves the house and buys the house from her cousin, and then rushes to college because today is her final graduation interview. But despite arriving quickly, she still becomes late, and Jang says, "You are 5 minutes and 57 seconds late, and according to the rules of statistics, you are failed." Then a flashback shows that Jang learns from a doctor that his grandfather has cancer, and even after surgery, he may only live for 1 more year. Feeling sad, Jang goes to a cinema hall to watch a movie where he sees Yoon Seo, whose shoe is missing. Jang throws the shoe toward her, but she does not notice who threw it and leaves later. Yoon Seo tells her friend Ga-eun that she did not receive her graduation certificate because she was 5 minutes and 57 seconds late. Minji says do not worry. At least you have a job. But Ga-eun says, because you do not have a graduation certificate, your job is also at risk. Yoon Seo goes to the company where employees tell her that she has been fired because she did not receive her graduation certificate. In the next scene, Yoon Seo is sitting with her friend crying and says, I did not get a job, and I also did not get my graduation certificate. Her friend replies, why are you worrying? At least you have a house after hearing this. Yoon Seo runs toward her house. She shows her owner card to the society owner and enters the apartment and is shocked by the beauty of the place where everything is perfectly decorated, and she cannot believe that she is the owner of this house. She takes many pictures with the house and sends them to her older sister, Jisoo. Suddenly, Jang appears in front of her, and Yoon Seo gets scared seeing him. Jang thinks she is taking his pictures with her phone and comes closer to check her phone. Yoon Seo says this house is mine. At that moment, some items start falling from above, but Jang stops them with his hands. But in the process, his towel falls, and thinking she has entered the wrong house. Yoon Seo runs away, but after a while she comes back and says I have the keys to this house. But then Jang shows her the original papers of the house, and Yoon Seo also shows him her papers. But Jang says the papers you are showing me are fake. Yoon Seo tells him, no, my cousin sold this house to me. And Jang replies, your cousin has committed fraud with you saying this. He throws her out of the house. Yoon Seo goes to her cousin's company, but the employees tell her that no one with that name works there. Then she sits with her friend Gao and tells her everything. After which their friend Lin arrives and says she will go to his house if given the address. But Yoon Seo replies that she has already found out everything and that he no longer lives there. Gao suggests that she should talk to his parents, but Yoon Seo explains that his parents are not in good health. So Gao says there is only one option left, which is to file a report at the police station, but they will also need Jang to come with them. Yoon Seo says that Jang threw her out of his house and questions why he would come with her. The next day, Yoon Seo asks Jang to go with her to the police station regarding her cousin, but he refuses. Yoon Seo says she understands and leaves. Then she goes to his car, puts her foot on it, and warns him that if he does not come with her, she will do something drastic, reminding him that he was the one who advised her to invest in real estate, so now he has to go with her. Jang responds that it was only advice or a possible solution, and if it did not work, then it is not his fault. But Yoon Seo insists, and Jang finally agrees on the condition that they go to the hospital first, and then the police station. As Yoon Seo gets into the car, her bag gets stuck, and while Jang tries to free it, they come very close to each other. Then they leave for the police station. At the hospital, doctors inform Jang that if his grandfather does not undergo surgery, he will not live for more than a year, which leaves Jang very upset. Afterward, Yoon Seo and Jang reach the police station where they are told that a fraud of 2 million would result in 1 year of jail for the criminal. Yoon Seo leaves from there feeling very worried and tells Jang that she will not file the report because her cousin's parents raised her and her sister and she cannot do that to them. Jang argues that her cousin committed fraud against her, but Yoon Seo apologizes and says she cannot do it. Jang then adds her on WeChat and tells her to inform him if she changes her mind, and Yoon Seo agrees. Later, Yoon Seo goes to Gao's village hostel where early in the morning the hostel guardian sees her and tells Gao that she cannot keep her there. Gao argues that girls can keep their boyfriends there, so she should be able to keep her friend, but Yoon Seo says it is fine and that she will leave because she does not want to cause trouble. Then Yoon Seo and Gao go to Lin's place where Lin tells Yoon Seo that she can stay at the hospital since there are many empty rooms, and Yoon Seo agrees. Meanwhile, Gao meets her new boyfriend Guseok, who turns out to be Lin's ex, which makes Lin jealous. Guseok asks Gao to go on a date, and Yoon Seo is shocked asking when this happened. Gao replies that it was just last week. When they leave for their date, Lin comments on how quickly Gao changes boyfriends, and Yoon Seo says she does not know. This is where the episode comes to an end, and to watch the next episode, make sure to subscribe to the channel and do not forget to press the bell icon.